Hello, my name is Emily Schaefer, and I will be sharing my thoughts on the poem Some Keep the Sabbath Going to Church by Emily Dickinson, who is considered the mother of poetry. She was born on December 10th in 1830 in Amherst, Massachusetts. She stayed at home, hardly ever leaving, and only having a few visitors, but the few she did have made a big difference on her life and had a huge impact on her poetry, one of which was Reverend Charles Wadsworth. She met him on a trip to Philadelphia and said that he was one of her closest earthly friends. Her father, Edward, was involved in state and national politics. Her brother Austin attended law school, became an attorney, and lived next door with his wife, Susan Gilbert. And her younger sister, Lavina, spent her entire life in similar isolation to Emily. According to LeonardoNewtonTonic.com, Hope is the Thing with Feathers is not only Emily's best poem, but one of the greatest poems in the English language. In the poem Some Keep the Sabbath Going to Church, Emily suggests that worship may occur at home as well as at church, rather within oneself rather than in public. She rejoices in a worship that is simple, essential, and direct. She receives personal revelation, and her journey to heaven fills her entire life. In other words, she believes the Sabbath can be observed by going to church, as well as personally by oneself. She starts the poem off by saying, "Some keep the Sabbath going to church, I keep it staying at home." In this example, home represents church for her, and that's her place to feel peace and gain personal revelation. She goes on to say, with a bobolink for a chorister and an orchard for a dome. This is representing that she uses the nature around her to help her feel at peace and spend her Sabbath reverently. Overall, I would probably give this poem 4 stars. I think it's a beautiful poem, and when reading it, I can see the orchard and smell it, but I don't necessarily agree with what Emily's saying. But I did love the line where she said, "So instead of getting to heaven at last, I'm going all along," because I agree with her that we should definitely be working all our lives to get somewhere rather than just maybe doing stuff and hoping that we'll be saved in the end. Thank you.